Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show. That's what's up. Towanna Murphy Show.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of everybody that didn't like us. So I'm not going to say names right now. But only thing I'm going to say is, you better hope your ass don't get in trouble. And you need Murphy to get you out of it.
That's what's up. The Towanna Murphy Show. When you got to tune in, want the real in your host. What's going on, man? She knows the most. Memphis and Mid-South, tune in, cause the diva is on.
And good evening. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, Comcast 17. You can also watch this show on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, On Demand, YouTube, and Facebook Live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday to everybody. We are almost at the end. In fact, no, we are not almost at the end of August. We are at the end of August. And I have another amazing show for you. Of course, Monday's show was off the chain. And guess what? Tonight's show going to be off the chain too. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I wanted to tell everybody and remind the saints that MLG and robbery will be turning off people lights on Monday, August 29th. On the 29th, which is my son's birthday, they will be turning off the lights. If you have not made payments on your light bill, they will be turning you off as of Monday. They gave you an extension all of August. They was not going to turn your lights off, so they gave you an opportunity to catch up your light bill. So if you did not catch up your light bill, I suggest you do so, because Monday, you're getting the click. Monday, if you have not paid anything, they are getting ready to click you off. So for everybody that's watching this show, go and pay your MLG and robbery bill. I know it's high. Everybody's bills is high. Mine's is high. I know that. But you got to pay your bill. You got to pay your bill. I said Monday that our MLG and robbery bill as of the 1st of September going to be $45,924,02.36 and a few more changes, which y'all going to owe a whole lot of money. So I was going to say that again today. Pay your bill, because Monday on the 29th, it is a wrap. So please go pay your bill. Put some money down on your MLG and robbery bill. It is high, but they gave you an opportunity throughout the summer to pay that. So I suggest that you go ahead and take care of your MLG and robbery bill. And more news on the Towanna Murphy Show. Y'all know I've been talking about somebody, right? As soon as I say that, y'all know I'm finna talk about somebody. Let me tell y'all a story. Everybody knows George Dempsey Summers. George Dempsey Summers ran for Register of Deeds. Okay? George ran an amazing campaign. I was his campaign manager. We ran an amazing campaign. Although we were cheated out of that election, we still ran an amazing campaign. George made his money off of setting up signs. If anybody know George, George can put up some signs. He was putting up a lot of the candidate signs, putting them up in different locations, and they paid him for them, and it came through me. Some of them came through me, some of them came through George. So Kathy Anderson, attorney Kathy Anderson, who was running for Division 10, I think that was domestic violence court. She called George, and she asked George to put a signs up. George said, "I'm going to talk to my campaign manager, and we'll set it up." Well, she said, "Well, we can go ahead and set it up now." So she talked to George about it, but she never came to me for it. But I still asked her about it, and she said, "Yeah, George is going to do my signs." So I'm figuring she did like everybody else with George. She gave George his money up front. Everybody that George put their signs up gave them a check up front. He had a $200 deposit, and it was $795. So they gave him $1,000. Most of the people's signs that George put up, they didn't even ask for the $200 deposit back. They just gave him the whole $1,000 because they wanted him to take the signs down and dispose of the signs, which George did for all of his candidates. And he had about 11 candidates that he put their signs up. George was working to 3, 4 in the morning, putting up signs for all of the candidates that paid him to put signs up and take them down. That's what George did for them. And he worked to 3 in the morning, despite the fact that he had to be at work at 7:30 in the morning. He still did his job for every candidate, and every candidate got quality work out of George. Kathy Anderson, attorney Kathy Anderson, of course, she works for the courts down here. What is it? I forgot. She's a lawyer. Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Public defender. She's a public defender downtown, and she ordered for George to take his signs, put her signs down, pick them up, put them in different spots. She ordered George to do that. She paid George a deposit. Let me put that out there. She paid George a deposit, but she didn't pay George the $7.95 that she was supposed to pay him. Here's what she did. First off, when George went and picked up the signs, he had to wait. This is in the beginning of the election. He had to wait in order to get Kathy Anderson's signs because she hadn't paid no money to them people to get them fresh off the printer. So George had to wait. That was sign number one to George. Like I told George, that was sign number one when she didn't pay them to get the stuff off the printer. That was sign number one that she don't like to pay nobody. But George gave her the benefit of the doubt. He did. He told her, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to help you out. Just make sure I get my check. Now, the first check that he was supposed to get, she said that Norma Lester had the check because Norma Lester at the time was supposed to be, allegedly supposed to be, her treasurer. She said Norma Lester had George check. That's what she told me and George. George was supposed to pick it up. But Kathy gave George the runaround about picking up this check that Norma Lester was supposed to have for him. Then she turned around and said it was the wrong name on the check. So then he couldn't get the check again because there was a wrong name on the check that Kathy Anderson told George. Remind you, she's an attorney, public defender. So then she turned around and told George, well, I got the check. I'm going to give you the check. Meet me to get the check. George said, okay. So throughout the whole campaign, Kathy was giving George the runaround about his money. Back and forth, back and forth. I got the check here. Pick it up here. I got the check here. Norma Lester got the check. Somebody got the check. Always somebody got the check. Wrong name on the check. She was just giving him all these excuses. So I told George, I said, she's giving you a lot of excuses. And he hate when I say this because he got mad at me earlier when I said it. I said, George, didn't I tell you to get your money from her first? Because I didn't trust her to get your money. So George said, you ain't have to remind me. You ain't have to keep reminding me that you told me. Yeah, I told him because I didn't trust her. So lately, for the last few days, we've been going back and forth with Kathy about this money. Here we go again. Back and forth with Kathy. Back and forth with Kathy about this money. Back and forth. So she gets smart with me today. She tells me, now you talk to the wrong person. She tells me today, Towanna, don't come for me unless I send for you. Big old side. Did she just tell me don't come for me unless I send for you? So guess what I did? I sent her one back. I said, you don't got to send for me because I'm coming for you. I'm George's campaign manager. Everything comes to me. So that means I'm coming for you, Kathy Anderson. I'm not going to disrespect you, but I am going to read you your rights. You were wrong, and Kathy Anderson do not like to pay people their money. George worked diligently for her. And she had the nerve to get disrespectful. Then told him, where's my $200 deposit? Out of all these judges and all these campaign people that was running for office, you want your $200 deposit back? Remind you, she told George, I'm telling y'all the story now. She told George to bring her signs to her home, bring her deposit, and she'll meet him there. So George drives over to Kathy Anderson's house with her signs. She's the only candidate that wants her signs back. So she goes in with that and says, wow, oh. Uh-oh. I think something just happened and I wasn't aware. I wasn't ready for this. Something just happened. I wasn't ready for it. I'm telling y'all that I wasn't ready for it. But let me finish telling y'all. So George sits at Kathy's house for 2 hours waiting on Kathy. Kathy never shows up. He has her $200 deposit with him and her signs. So he takes all them signs out, because remind you, George still got 3 other candidates that he has to get these signs down within 24 to 48 hours because the race is over. You only got 48 hours to get them down. So he gets them all down, okay? But he got Kathy's. So Kathy, he puts hers in her yard, puts some on top of it, and there it is. So Kathy didn't give him the money that he was supposed to give him. She didn't give him his money, and she owes him his money. So if anybody has done business with Kathy, just know that Kathy owes George money, and she don't want to pay him. Now, she didn't disclose all of her financial information. So if she didn't disclose all of her campaign information and she didn't pay George, you know that's a fine, and she can get in trouble for that. So I just wanted to make sure I did that, and I told y'all what was going on, because my guest is now here in the building, so I have to go to commercial break and bring my guest on. But I'll tell y'all the rest of the story later. Listen, you're listening to the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 31, Comcast 17. You can also watch this show on Roku, Apple TV, on demand, YouTube, and Facebook Live. Remember, news is news. Facts are facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues, and Towanna gonna bring you the news. I'll be right back right after this.
Hey folks, it's Issa Haddad here. I got some good news and a special invitation for you to come see me here at Sunrise Collierville. Come on down, check out my inventory with new, pre-owned, and certified vehicles to choose from. I can get you finance when no one else can. Come on by, bring your family. I treat you like family. Come see me, Issa, here at the #1 dealership in the Mid-South, 4605 Houston Levy Road, Sunrise Collierville. Come on down, check out my inventory with hundreds of vehicles to choose from, pre-owned, new, and certified.
Good news from Sunrise Chevrolet. Get in your new vehicle today. Come on in, ask for Issa. Bankrupt, slow pay, bad credit, it's okay. Let Issa put you in your brand new truck or car today when you shop at Sunrise Chevrolet Collierville.
And don't forget, ask for me, Issa.
For over 20 years, OPOX has been keeping the Mid-South
warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
OPOX is family owned and operated, so our family will take care of yours every step of the way. And right now you can double up and save. Buy a new AC unit and get 50% off a new furnace to match it. Count on OPOX for fast and professional heating and cooling services. Count on OPOX.
And good evening. We're back. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 17, Comcast 31. You can also watch the show on Roku, Apple TV, on demand, YouTube, and Facebook Live. And I am here with my special guest, the one and only, the famous Larry Dotson of the Barcades. Welcome him to the Towanna Murphy Show. Welcome.
Tawanna, how are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I am better than well. I was given permission to come. This is my wife's birthday.
Mm-hmm. So you got to wish her happy birthday.
Happy birthday and good morning, gorgeous. Good evening, gorgeous.
You ain't gonna say her name?
Marie Dotson. Everybody
Oh,
knows
well,
my
that
right
ain't the
name.
point. But everybody, some people may not know Marie.
Well, okay, so I was telling you off camera. I was telling Tawanna off camera that this is a real weekend for us because our 52nd wedding anniversary was Sunday. So this is all about her this weekend. But I had to come over because I told Tawanna I was going to come over and chit chat for a little bit.
Yes,
and
he did.
If you treat me real good, I might even sing a song. Who
See?
knows?
I gotta treat him good though, so I gotta
Gotta
make
treat
sure
me
he
good.
sings a song.
Y'all gotta chime in.
We gotta chime in. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the way beginning of how you became a barcade.
Yeah, well, okay, so originally, I started a group called the Temporees. Everybody knows the Temporees. They're from Memphis. I started that group in high school, even before they recorded. So we used to sing at talent shows. It got really, real popular around town, but kind of fast forward, and we were at a club. And for those of you who don't know, the Barcades was an instrumental group prior to me joining, whose first record ever recorded was called Soul Finger, and it was a million seller. It was #1 in practically every
Soul
city.
Finger. Why not? Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun.
No. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You ain't old enough, see.
Oh no, I ain't old enough. I ain't know that one because I'm like,
That was 1967.
oh, I wasn't born.
Right.
Nope. I wasn't born.
I joined the band in 1970. James came to a club we was playing at when I was with the Temporees called the Showcase, and he asked me what I consider being the first lead singer the band ever had. And I have been. That was 30 albums ago. Wow. I've been the only singer the band's ever had, and I came into a band that was already very, very popular. As I said, their very first single, their very first one they ever recorded was a really huge record. But I joined, and I began to breathe life from the vocal standpoint, and it has been a wonderful ride. I mean, it's been incredible. And we've had 20 top 10 singles.
Wow.
We've had 10 or 15 top 10 albums. Just a bunch of accolades, you know. Notes on Bill Street. We're in the Memphis Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're inducted to the R&B Hall of Fame. There are garments in the Smithsonian. I have a street named after me here in Memphis. See that? You don't know that? Uncle Larry got a little something going on.
Oh, Uncle Larry got a street name? Why I missed that? How did I miss
I
that?
don't know where you were.
I don't know why I
You didn't
was
get the,
either.
You didn't get the,
No, I didn't get the invite,
You didn't
Larry
get
Jr.
But it's been a wonderful ride. So, you know, kind of fast forward, and a few years ago, I actually started to retire. I did retire. I retired from, not just from the Barcades. We took 7 months, James and I took 7 months, and we found a kid to take my place. And I really was going to stop, you know, and I've made so much music, and I just decided, after being married for so long, my wife and I said, we're just going to just retire, but that didn't work.
Right.
I missed it so very much. People missed me, and I was flattered and really honored to know that the industry missed me. So I got up, and my son and I, Larry Jr., we started a record label called Music Moves Records, and this is the first solo album. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
It's called Yours Truly, Larry D. This is the first release of our record label. He and I run together. It's done, and it's doing very, very well. My first single was called I'm Good. It got to be top 30 in the nation, which was good.
Which is good. Yeah,
Right,
really good.
right. You know, for a solo act, it's sort of difficult. You know, a good friend of mine, Charlie Wilson.
I love Charlie.
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
Charlie Wilson to call me. Tell Uncle Charlie call me.
I tell Towanna what to call her.
Tell Uncle Charlie. Tell Uncle Charlie. I said call
He told me it was
me.
going to be 20. He told me it was going to be difficult. He said no matter how much history you got, and he said you got a lot of history, but starting over again was just like when he left the Gap Band.
Yeah.
He said it took a while.
Yeah, it takes a while to get back used to it and get back in there.
Yeah, to people understanding that, first of all, they're kind of releasing you from that. And the Barcades is an incredible group, still is. James is doing a great job with
He
it.
is,
I
he's doing
got
a
a
great
good
job.
kid. Hats off, and shout out to Chris J, who took my place. Doing a good job. But we put in a lot of work on this album with various producers. I got a lot of kids from Memphis.
Yeah.
Jessica Ray was on my second single. I got Damian Yellow P. Pearson. He's on a song called Harmonica Man. I got from Confunction, Michael Cooper.
Okay.
He's on a cut. One of the producers, Black Elvis, is from Memphis. So I know I'm missing somebody. All of the co-producers, I have Manny and KC from here. And we did a great album.
You did a
It's
great-
a great album. It's doing real, real good. And there's a song, man, that is just really tearing the Southern soul market.
That's the
up.
harmonica
Mr.
man.
Harmonica
Mr.
Man.
Harmonica man.
Absolutely.
So they crazy about that from what I hear.
They are
really crazy about Mr. Harmonica Man.
Absolutely. It's a really interesting cat.
So I got a question. If you could do a duet with anybody that you've always wanted to do a duet with, who would that be? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Good one.
I've done duets with Evelyn Champagne King, Shirley Brown.
Oh, I love Champagne King. Oh, I love Evelyn.
Yep.
I'm talking about as you as being as
Right,
independent
but right
by yourself
right
artist now, not Martha Barkays, but you.
You know who I would really enjoy? Gladys Knight.
Oh, I love her.
If we could do something together, that would really warm my heart. Because my mentor from the male side was Sly Stone, and through the years of working with other guys, I spent a month with Sly, you know, and he and I wrote and did stuff together. But he was just a guy who I really admired. Ray Charles was one of my favorites. But that was an interesting question. I've never been asked that.
For real?
Nope, never been asked that.
So that's what I just wanted
You're
to know
first.
that, because it's just one of them things when you branch out by yourself. There's so many things that you want to do that you haven't done, and so many artists that you want to do something with that you have the opportunity to do it with now. And so that's why that was one of the questions, like, who would you want to do it?
Yeah, you know, Gladys Knight is OG. I'm OG,
Yeah, she
so
OG.
you know we've been around the block 100 times, and just to be in the same room doing a really good song.
Yeah, really good song.
A really good song, and she does really good songs.
She does.
Now she's just one of them. There are others, you know. Layla Hathaway would be good.
I like Layla.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
here. She was bad.
Yeah,
I love Layla.
absolutely. Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, she's a beast.
Oh my God.
She is
I could have her forget right.
She's a beast.
She's way up there. on my list.
Way up there. Jasmine is a beast,
I'm
like a
telling
beast.
you, I'm telling
so
you.
that's like some of the people that you like really want to do something with, and it will happen. It's gonna happen.
That's right. God's able, ain't it?
Yes, he is. It's gonna happen because sometimes you think that certain people you will never meet in your whole life, and I thought that I ain't gonna never meet that person in my whole life, and I've met them. So it's like, oh wow. When you meet somebody like Al Green, I was like, oh my God, I met Al Green.
He's a good friend too. He's a good.
Yep.
He's a good guy. He's a good. And you know what? That's one thing my career has afforded me to really meet. There aren't many artists that I haven't met. You know.
Right. And Uncle Charlie, I have met him personally,
He's-
and I was the first
well,
one to
he's
got
one of
his
my
song when he got his Forever Valentine. I was the first one to play it. Because it
Really?
came through somebody else, and they was like, don't nobody got it, so you get it. I got it before all the stations got it.
How did you do that?
I'm a player.
We talked about you're a player and you got favor.
I'm a player, and I got favor.
Come
I'm a
on.
player. So I was like, ain't nobody played it yet? He was like, no.
Which song was that?
Forever Valentine.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got it first. And I was like,
Okay.
ain't nobody got it? He was like,
What's
nobody
your
got
favorite
it.
song by Uncle Charlie?
That's becoming my favorite one.
Is it?
That's becoming
Even over the one with Smokey?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's had a lot of. Charlie broke a record, you know. He and I were going back and forth on my first single, I'm Good. I have him on that record. But, you know, there were politics involved, and we couldn't release that version of it.
Right.
But he was on his way then to breaking the records for having the most #1 urban records.
Yeah.
He had 6 at that time. He said, Larry, if I get this next record, if I get #1 on one more record, I will have broken Luther Vandross and what's the boy with his ear just recently? Oh, that's a bad reference. Bad reference. He just went to there. R. Kelly.
That's what I said.
R. Kelly, they all had 6. R. Kelly and Luther Vandross had 6. So he was trying to break the record. And he did.
He did. He broke it.
He broke
He did.
it.
He broke
So, yeah, that was...
I mean, you can't take nothing for Ira, though. You cannot take nothing for Ira Kelly.
No.
I mean, he in jail, but you can't take nothing for Ira Kelly.
He's a poet.
He's bad.
High pipe.
He in jail, and I bet you he can write you a hit.
Right
How
now.
about
He's
we
probably
call
writing them right
Lil Larry,
now.
that's your dude, that's your job. I want Larry Jr. to call the jail and ask him to write but I bet you he'll write a hit. Anytime you can write a hit of going in the closet, closing the door.
He certainly got time, ain't he?
He got time. He can write plenty of hits. He can get some money. At least he'll get his royalties come back in from you.
And he will need them.
He will need them. I'm just saying, that's just an
I'm just
opportunity that he
saying.
could get.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, but see, it's stuff like that. It's people like that, you know, we get to be in charge with, we get to come in contact with. People that you don't think that could write are good writers.
Oh, man,
You know,
he's
and-
incredible.
Look,
He's really
Larry
terrific.
Jr., that laugh. Yeah, backhand money. He get the backhand money. I'm telling you. You better think about that. He ain't got nothing else better to do now.
No fun. Oh, we just got that one. And that's my son, too. See that? I just got that one. He slid that one.
He said that right on in. Oh, you wrong for that one, backhand
I'm
money.
standing right for that.
You dusty. He dusty for that one. Oh, he is dusty.
And the band plays on. Ah, the band plays on,
He
man.
dusty for that one.
Yep.
But that's what it is, though. And,
Yeah.
and now that you're out here by yourself, you're doing your thing. You got your first whole album.
Yeah.
When you finish with the product and you look at it and you listen to it, how's that? Because some people don't listen to their own product. I know I don't listen to mine, but if you listen to your own product, how does that make you feel listening, going back and listening to it?
Let me tell you something, and I told my son this, and I tell my friends, most of the times when I finish an album, I rarely ever listen to it again. Just because I've been recording it, I've listened to every song 100 times. I roll with this one.
Okay.
I roll with this one. I mean, practically every time. I got 4 or 5 cars, so I got one in every car, and
Okay.
and that's very unusual for me.
Yeah.
I enjoy this album, and I think people get it. I've sequenced it 3 or 4 different times because I want to make sure there's certain songs that it's sequenced right. That may not make a lot of sense, but it makes a difference.
Okay.
Or don't you gonna be skipping over? I don't like that one. This album is an album that you just put it in and you do it.
You just roll with it, because some stuff is like, oh, I don't want to listen to that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to that one. Even
Right.
when I listen to my own, I be like, I don't like number 3. I'm
Yeah,
going
right.
forward.
And this is the first
I don't
album
like
that
number
I've
3.
really done, even on all the albums I've done on the record, that I really enjoy every cut. I don't skip over it.
Because you're a professional. You've been doing this for years. You know, like I told Larry Jr., I'm just now starting being an artist. And then it's always about, like he said, getting the right producers, the right people to make sure that it goes the way it needs to go. So I'm still learning a lot about it. So certain stuff, I'm like, oh, I ain't listening to that one.
But you know what? You know, you raise an interesting point. You know, and people may not understand this and believe this, but I'm still, after all the music I've done, I'm still producible.
Okay.
There are some acts who are not. You know, I'll do it over again, or I'll do lines. It just doesn't matter. You know, I've heard producer, man, there was a song that I did that Johnny Gill was gonna do. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to have been on the same record. When they had a joke that said, Johnny only gives you 2 times. He said, if you don't get it from there, you just don't get it. And then you go home, you know. I ain't like that. That's not being producible.
It's not being producible, no.
And you'll find, you know, you got a good voice. So if you just let the producers, that's their job, to pull that thing
Pull out of you.
and know. My producer used to say, when you're daring and you think you're halfway, you're gone too. No, when you're daring and you think you've gone too far, you're halfway there.
You're halfway there.
And
So you're
that-
always teachable.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
And some artists don't think they're teachable. They're like, I've been there, I'm teachable, I'm this, but they're not.
And they don't get
You
hits.
don't, and that's why so many of the people that used to be #1 on the charts years ago now can't even get a gig or can't even get
They won't
the
listen.
next song on the charts.
That's a very good point. They just, you know, and it's not personal, but they just don't listen. They, well, I know how to do this. You know, I think that's good enough. And the producer says, oh, that's good. Can I get one more take? They don't want to give them no one more take. They want to go home, watch TV.
I do it as many times as I need to do
Come
it until you
on
get
now.
it right, because you want a good product out there.
That's right. And once it's gone, it's gone.
That's it. Once it's gone, it's out there.
I'm so proud. It's called Yours Truly, Larry D. Y'all get it, and I guarantee you're gonna love it. And I'm gonna be doing some of the songs when I come here on my the tour.
I was just gonna ask you about the tour, the
yeah,
R&B
it's
tour.
gonna start. It's gonna start.
Yeah, the R&B tour.
Absolutely, absolutely. Classic R&B and funk tour is gonna start here. The new date is November 19th at the Agri Center. I'm gonna bring Brick, the Mary Jane Girls, Jabba Peebles, Climax, Bonnie DeBarge, and is it okay to say that other act I'm gonna bring now? Not
Long-
yet.
long as
I
I'm
got a
here.
Got a surprise. It's a big surprise that we're working on that. And then of course it's gonna be a big show. That's November 19th. at
November
the Agri
19th,
Center.
Agri Center.
It's a
Larry
Saturday.
June. Larry June.
Tickets are on sale. You just go to Oh, yeah, read. It's simple.
So read.
Oh, MEMPhistickets.com. That's right.
MEMtickets.com.
MEMtickets.com. And
For the Funk Fest.
and for those of you who bought tickets before, we're gonna honor those tickets, of course. Just keep them in. It's gonna be all good.
Yeah,
And,
just bring them in and they'll honor
And we're
'em.
gonna hook you up like cable.
So we can't say who the other one is. Okay, y'all gonna tell me offline though.
But I'll tell you what.
Who the last guest gonna be for the R&B Funk tour? I'm gonna be there.
I got you. I just told you we bring a brick. That's what you
No, I heard that.
the other
Ah,
artist?
yeah,
Oh,
that you can't say.
no.
The one that you can't say. The one that you can't
Just
say.
keep, go
Yeah.
to my website,
It'll be on the website.
www.thelarrydotson.com, and by that time we will announce the surprise guest.
And
I
so
know who it is.
You headliner. You the headliner.
I'm the headliner.
Oh, this
I'm
gonna be
come on
good.
last. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be an amazing show. And the reason why we bring so many artists because it's the first stop on our tour.
Okay.
I moved all the other cities back, Jackson, all these other cities. I said I'm gonna start in Memphis, and I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm bringing a lot of acts because I want a big full night of entertainment.
It's gonna be a big full house.
Big full house.
Because those are all
OGs.
old school artists
school.
that we grew up off of. You know, the Mary Jane girls. You know, I used to be.
Great disco dance.
Yeah, I used to
Like
want.
meeting the
I used to want to be a
ladies'
Mary
long
Jane girls a long time ago. We ain't gonna tell nobody. We ain't gonna tell nobody, but I wanted to be one.
Did you now?
Back, when we kids, we be like, oh, I want to be like them.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we grow up
exactly.
and we watch.
That's right. That's right. I call them
We
OGs.
grew up and
'cause
watch,
they've been
right? They're
around.
OGs
Yeah,
because they've been
yeah.
around. Like
Absolutely.
Cheryl probably watch it because me and Cheryl good friends.
Right.
I'm from Climax, so me and her good friends.
Right.
I ended up interviewing them and some of Climax in Washington D.C. So I was there with them,
They are
Cheryl,
so cool.
some of the ladies, and I think Naomi Judd. So I interviewed a lot of them.
Okay.
In D.C. So I had fun
That's right.
doing that.
You get around.
Yeah, I get around. Yep, I get around. Interview everywhere, all over the world. I
See
interview
that?
the people. So I had fun doing that. This year would have been Tina Turner, but she's on tour. So,
All
but
right,
I'll get
then.
the opportunity to interview her next year.
Maybe I'll get a chance when I'm on my radio show. I'm on WAVN on Saturday.
I was just going to ask you that.
From 10 o'clock to 12 every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool for me. You
Yeah.
know, when the station went up, they needed a celebrity DJ. I'd never done that. You know, out of all the things that I have done, I had never done that. But I love it.
You have fun?
Oh, man, it's beyond fun.
I
It's
see
beyond-
your picture on the fly. I said, oh,
It's
look
big,
at
and
him.
the station is cool. You know, it's a gospel-based station,
Mm-hmm.
so I do the secular part of the station.
On Saturdays. Okay.
Absolutely right.
Okay.
It's really, really good. I love it. Got a lot of fans, a lot of call-ins, and I get a chance to do classic R&B, which is
Mm-hmm.
my stuff. But I do play new records. But you gotta be, I play the better ones. Like I just added Lizzo and Beyonce.
I like Lizzo.
Yep.
I like Beyonce.
But you gotta be cool. I
You
don't
gotta
play
be,
for
you
the
gotta be
few.
cool. You gotta
To
be,
get on my show.
yeah, you gotta be cool to get on there.
Just like you gotta be cool to get on your show. right?
Exactly. You gotta be cool to get on my
I
show.
feel honored.
'Cause, you know,
I feel very
1,000 people
special.
watch the show, so you gotta be cool to be on my show. I'm honored for you to be here. I'm honored for a lot of people to be here to come to my show, and it's like,
Now, you know, me and you go back.
I know.
That way.
Yeah, that way.
All you got to do is just ask me.
Now I'm talking to him. Man,
You got them back in.
right. Me and Larry Jr. staying to it. Me and him stay, and we staying to it. We argue all the time.
My name just ain't in that mess. Okay?
Exactly. Me and him staying to it.
No, yeah.
But that's my buddy though.
That's y'all got a love-hate
We got a love-hate relationship. That's my boy though.
I see you blowing up on Facebook Live.
Everybody, they look at me every time, but this one here is where millions of people listen to me all over the world. So they watching this on YouTube, on Roku, Apple TV, on demand, all over the world. They watching this.
That's amazing. I'm so,
So
proud of
this
you.
one here is the one I love because millions of people watch this screen right here.
That's a big
And they watch,
platform.
and they watch me on Comcast 17 and 31. So this is the biggest one. This is just extra information on my page, but this one right here is where everybody's watching.
So answer me something. So when I came in, were you roasting somebody?
I was.
See, I have to get clarity.
Yeah, I was
'Cause
in roasting
I
mode.
sensed roasting was going on.
Yeah, I
I
was
didn't know
roasting.
who it was, but somebody was getting roasted.
Yeah, I was roasting real good. I roasted last week. I roasted Monday.
And so your theme, what did you say? Flitzcar sings the blues.
News is news.
All right.
Facts are facts.
All
Miss Ruby sung the blues, and Towanna gonna bring you the news.
I heard that.
That's
is
my slogan.
That's too cool.
That's a slogan right there.
For everybody.
For everybody. Everybody get to hear that slogan right there. So this platform here got me to the next platform, which is CW30.
I agree. And
That's how I got
I'm really, really proud. That's going. I told you off camera that that's going to be major. That's a very good slot to get in. It's very competitive, but a lot of folks be looking and listening. You know.
And right before WE Wrestling.
Oh, okay. See that?
It-
They
it-
already tuned in, right?
Yep, it's me, and then WWE Wrestling, and then Memphis Wrestling.
Wow.
I'm right there with them.
You got a lot of favor to get that.
Yeah, to get that slot. Because when she called, and I was like, she said, "You got your ears open?" I said, "I got my ears open." She said, "I got a
Did you run the
slot."
holler when she told you got it?
Yeah, especially that time
know
slot
you
right there.
did.
Because
I
I thought she was gonna say 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Most of the
Right,
time, they give
right.
you early morning slots, like
Yes.
3 in the
Or
morning,
late at night.
or late
Yeah,
at
yeah,
night,
yeah,
where
yeah.
everybody sleep.
Yeah.
So when she said 10, I said 10 what? At night, she's like, "No, a.m." I said, "Huh?" She said 10 a.m. to
Yes.
11,
That's gonna
right
be
before
that.
WWE Wrestling. I was like, "Oh, that's it right there. That's the bulk of that. That's the bulk." So they watch me before it come on.
Oh my God.
So we got to talk about the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, man, that's my son. Yeah, these are like my American Express card. I never leave home without him because he keeps Unc and Pops cool.
He got
This
to.
is the 50th anniversary of Watch Stacks. Now, for those of you who maybe don't know about Watch Stacks was a major concert that the artists from Stacks did pro bono in 1972, right behind the Watts Rise. We did the concert to go out and just calm things down in Watts. There was a lot of rioting and stuff. Now, this is a long time ago, but they filmed it, and it turned out to be an iconic film.
Wow.
Over the years. I mean, it's as big as what Woodstock was.
Okay.
And it was all the Stacks artists that performed. So this is the 50th anniversary. Wow. And so the Barcades, of course, we performed, and they say we did a really, really good job. We did. We kind of turned it out.
Well, I mean, y'all
To
good,
the
though.
point they used our picture for the trailer and for the poster of it, the advertising poster. It was Isaac, the Barcades, and I think the Staple Singers.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it was an amazing performance for us. And when we went on stage, it was 100,000 people.
Wow.
To this date, it's been the biggest concert. No events, none. Nothing ever happened, nothing goofy at all. And that's saying a whole lot.
It does. It says a whole lot.
So it was, and it only cost $2 to get in.
$2?
$2, last $2.
I bet you don't cost $2 now.
No, $200.
That's what I'm saying. It way past $2.
We made it affordable because those kids and everything, man. We were just trying to do it. Like I said, we didn't do it for money. We did it to calm things down in Watts. Never had the inkling that it was going to be just such an iconic film.
Yeah.
But there were mesmerizing performances there. Jesse Jackson and a lot of other. It was the first time I had seen the Black National Anthem performed.
Wow.
So it was amazing. It was an amazing day. And Richard Pryor, it segued back from the concert to Richard Pryor and a lot of other things.
So you was
There
there
a
with Richard
narrative. Oh, man. One of
Man,
the funniest times I ever had, Richard Pryor brought us on. We were playing Beverly Hills, the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, and Richard Pryor brought us on. And he was so funny backstage, we couldn't hardly get on stage. We were crying, laughing. So he wasn't just funny on stage. He was that. I mean, it was like amazingly funny. You
Yeah.
know, we was on the floor rolling.
Yeah.
They told us it was time for us to go on. We couldn't go on. We were laughing too hard.
It was too
man.
hard.
He was a very nice guy.
Okay. Man, it's just an honor to just meet people like that. You know,
Yeah.
and you've had that opportunity. You've had opportunities that many of us wish we had. You know.
I've been blessed and out of favor. Yep, over these years.
Yeah.
And if you keep telling me stuff like that, I might sing a song.
Well,
I just might.
well, you blessed.
You know how to get on the Larry. You know how to get on my bed.
Right, you blessed to meet people
Because my wife's
like
gonna
that.
beat me up if I don't hear him go home.
Yeah, I know, because
It's her birthday.
you gotta go home. You gotta finish it. But we have to finish this out, and
Of course we do.
I'm gonna get ready. Am I ready, Angel? I got a few more minutes. So
We got plenty to
we
talk
got plenty of
about.
time. We got plenty to talk about. So what's going on now? This is out.
This is out. Absolutely. You can get it on wherever you get good music, Spotify, wherever, just.
So are you working on this second album?
How you know that? Are you asking me, right?
Well, no,
Actually,
I know,
actually
but I'm
asked.
just saying, because when you done one album, you gotta start working on that second one, so it can be ready.
That's a good
It's like a quarterly thing, you gotta make sure you have it out.
Damn.
So
I am. I can't tell you nothing else, Towanna. Nothing else. You got that out of me. Yes, I am writing on the next album. I don't have a title for it, but I'm working on 2 songs right now.
What's
from
the
it.
title?
Well, I can't tell you. I can't tell you,
Dang,
man.
I can't get none.
No.
You can't tell me what title of the album is?
No.
Because it's got to be
I
something.
haven't titled it yet.
It
'cause
has to be something following this one.
This is going to be hard to top. Now, I'm not just saying it because I did it. This is, I got to take my time. Really
So
do
you
it.
got yours truly. So when if after yours truly, it's got to be something else.
Well, we'll see. It's gonna be another album because I'm writing on it right now. But this one has more life in it. I mean, I think this album will take me way past this year, on into the first quarter of next year, and I will be way into my next album
Okay.
by then. And it's on our own label, Music Moves. And while I got the time, I would just add to let Memphis know, and everybody in the viewing area, that if you got songs or you're looking for a label that's cool, and you feel like you are the next best thing, and the next thing that the world can't do without.
Well, you don't say that because I be thinking I'm the next best thing all the time.
But you already got somewhere to go. You already doing music though, right?
I'm doing music. I am doing music.
I do it's open.
I'm done in 4 months. I only do like 1 year just to see how it goes.
Okay.
So I only do 1 year contracts.
So that's smart.
See how it goes. Because if it's something I want to stay, then I'll stay with it. If it's
That's
something I
smart.
don't want to do, then it's like, okay, let me just go try something else
smart.
different.
That is
So-
smart. That's smart.
So that's
It's called
what I do.
honeymooning.
Yeah, honeymooning. I'm honeymooning right now because I'm still a new artist, so I'm honeymooning.
Right.
This is something I just branched out to do.
But you know what though? I tell you, we are all in this music business. We are all one song away. It's always the thought of getting that next record.
Right.
That's gonna be that.
There's gonna be one, and I write.
See there.
Yep, I write.
I know that the best song I ever wrote is still inside of me. I haven't written that song.
Mhm,
yet.
you
That's
haven't
what
written
keeps me in the business. And it keeps guys who write. I went to see Babyface and Kim. Not
Oh,
too
I
long
love
ago.
Babyface.
There's a segment of Babyface.
He gonna be my
that-
boyfriend.
Is he?
Yeah, if you got his number, call me.
You think you can handle him?
Well, I don't want to handle him, but just
Junior, what in the world are we gonna do with this? I was about to tell your viewers.
me and Angel don't want to handle them. We just gonna take care of him for a minute. Just me and Babyface and Angel. We take him out for dinner.
Okay. Okay.
I just love Babyface.
He has a segment in the show where he does he sings a little bit of all the songs, or a lot of the songs he's written, and it's about 45 minutes. It's incredible. I mean,
A segment of what show? Your
of
show?
his show.
Oh, his
no,
show?
and he
Oh.
does his songs, but then he has a segment where he said these are some of the songs I've written for other people, and it's amazing. It's about 45 minutes, and he still has songs that he did.
He got songs forever. I mean,
forever.
him and Ara.
Yeah.
Him and Ara. Ara got songs forever. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about Ara, but Ara is a bad man.
He is.
He a
And
bad man.
I hope he remains to be a bad man.
He is a bad man. He gonna be in jail for a long time. But we got another sticky. He gonna be in jail a long time. He ain't never coming out. He ain't never coming out. Next book. Yep, book signing.
Right, absolutely.
Let's talk about the book signing.
So
The questions that he supposed to gave me ahead of time. We ain't gonna talk about that either.
that's why y'all stay too.
That's why we staying to it. He go sneaky questions over here.
So the book that the last book that I wrote was my life story. It's called And the Man Plays On. It's an incredible book. It's about my life, even before I joined the Barcades, and right up until I left and retired. We can't keep them. I mean, it's a really, really good read. So I do book signings. So the next book signing is it's at Orange Mountain, right?
Let me see.
You read it.
Okay, the next book signing is September 9th. That's at Orange Mound, Main Arts Castle, on Park,
Right, absolutely.
on Park at 5 p.m.
Absolutely. And let me just say, at book signs, what I do, I come out, and sometimes I answer questions, if sure we do, but basically, we sign autographs, and we sell the books, And for those of you who might want an autograph copy, just go to my website, www.thelarrydotson.com, and you can order a book that I will personally sign for you in whatever name that you suggest. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
But I love book signs.
Now, the book signing is September 9th
Yeah.
at the Orange Mound Arts Castle on Park at 5 p.m.
There we go.
Orange Mound.
Everybody.
Well, they can't see that. I don't know why I put that up there. They can't see that. I don't even know why I put that up. They can't see it. But this is just a big adventure that you're embarking on, and it's a change. It's a life change.
You know,
For you.
Junior and I, we sit down in the mornings and we plan our week or the month, and he tells me what my schedule's gonna be like, and we okay, and then add things and throw things out. And I always tell him the stories about when I was on the road, and I was so many of them. He said, "Papa, you need to write a book." So I started. I didn't want to do it. I'd never written anything like that. But I did, so I started keeping notes, and then what I did to get it done, it took me almost 2 years. I would go into, when I have a concert on a Friday night, I would go in on a Wednesday and stay in a hotel a couple of days, lock up, and I would just write and order breakfast or dinner, and that's how I got it done, you know, when it was really quiet. Because we run businesses, and we have a booking agency since 1999. We book concerts for acts all over the world, you know.
And so what you do is, because I started on my book, but what I did was I take a notepad, and everything that I do, I just write it down.
You have to.
Everything that has happened to me, I just write it down.
Oh, that's how you keep your
Yeah,
notes?
yeah. So everything that happened to me, I always got my notepad in my truck, and I just say, oh, this happened to me yesterday. You know, let me just write it down, and then you can go back and put it all together.
Absolutely.
Versus taking time off for 3-4 days, you got to think about everything. But if you're doing it as you go,
Yeah,
it's
and,
there.
and that's what I did. I had to kind
Yeah.
of carve the time to do
Yeah.
it because I didn't have time to just sit up and write, and it doesn't come to you like that. I could recall things of 30, 40, 50 years ago, and tell the stories, and there are things in that book that I really hadn't shared with anybody.
okay.
So it's a really, really good read. It's not a real big book, but it's called And the Band Plays On, and it's very interesting.
Yeah. What I've learned from people in reading, that if you keep the book smaller, you can go to your second version, your second
Yes.
volume of it, because they've read that, they waiting on the next
Oh,
set.
they're
But if
anxious
you
for
make
it.
it really, really thick, and it's like, I've been reading this book forever. But if you make it short and then go to your second one, they'll be waiting for that second one, then that third one, because you leave them something to,
Absolutely, yearn for it.
they're
And-
yearning for that next one, like, man, I can't wait for this next book to come out.
Absolutely. See, I read George's book, and George's book George Clinton's book was really thick. Charlie's book wasn't, you know. So I kind of had ideas on how many pictures to put in it, and I followed the scripts. I had never done it before, and so now my wife and I asked her to co-write the book to me right now. My daughter, our firstborn, was Down syndrome.
Okay.
Precious Dotson.
I
She's
love
a
Precious.
success. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
Precious.
I know Precious.
She's a success.
That's my
She's-
girl.
She's worked.
Working.
Yeah, 28 years. So this book is called Keep Looking Up When It's Down.
You know, somebody said she had a boyfriend when she was working
Oh,
at that
she-
restaurant.
no,
I
yeah.
said, she
You
said
know
something
her,
to
she
me.
tell all
I
her
said, you
business.
better not have no boyfriend.
She tell all her
I said,
business.
Precious, you better not have no boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. No, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't got no boyfriend.
She is, that's by far my biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
She has a concert every day. She listens to my album and she sings every word.
Yeah, I have an autistic daughter, and she does that
Oh,
with
it's
me.
amazing.
That's
So
why, that's
we-
why I connect with,
Yep,
Precious.
yep.
When I said, you ain't got no boyfriend, girl. I had one. No, you don't.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go to your job.
She's
We're gonna have to have a
success
conversation.
story. And so we want to make sure that, parents who don't quite know what to do with physically and mentally challenged kids, they're going to have to be so encouraged when they read this book.
Yeah.
Because it's all about our journey. But we'll finish that book this year.
Yeah, because it takes special people to work with special kids.
Absolutely.
And some people don't understand, why God gives certain people certain kids, because we were designed for it.
And those are some of the questions that we answer
Yeah.
in the book. Because a lot of people think
Designed for it.
that they've done something wrong. No, no. No, as a
No.
matter of fact, the odds of your kid being Down syndrome is over in the millions. So you do puzzle yourself.
Yeah.
But that's not it,
not
That's why
at
we
all.
say keep looking up when it's down.
When it's
You
down.
gotta stay in touch with God, and He'll show you exactly what you need
Yeah,
to
and
do. First thing you
expect
do is you have to get out of the spotlight
Yeah,
and let the spotlight stay on your kid.
yep, I love my kids.
There you go.
I love my kid, and my daughter is autistic, and
Oh,
she.
so you know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
talking
so I know
about.
exactly what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They're my babies,
Absolutely.
too. It's crazy.
There's a reason why they call them special.
Right.
They are very special.
Bear her have it. We go into it.
Oh,
She'll
wow.
cuss a little, so too. Boy, I tell you, when I tell you somebody could cuss,
Apple don't fall too far from the tree. That's all I got to say. That's all I got
She's
to
a
say.
cusser, boy, I tell you, but I love her.
You
Well,
can't help but
you
do
can't,
it.
you can't help but to love her.
That's all they're about. That's all they know is love.
Right, and I teach autistic kids in
Do
the
you?
summer. I have a summer reading camp
That's wonderful.
from August 1st to August 3rd. And some of the parents were kind of scared at first because my kid is autistic and people gonna make fun of them. But my kids in the summer, I've already trained them that this child is autistic, this child has Down syndrome, we don't make fun of these kids. We treat them
They
as our
don't
own.
even know how to do that. They don't know how to make fun of nothing.
They don't.
They don't know black, white.
They don't. They don't. But-
Prejudice, no.
Right, but the regular kids do.
Oh,
And
yeah, so, yeah,
I
yeah.
talk to them before they even come, and those kids love coming now because all the other kids treat them like they're regular.
I got
They
you.
don't talk about them. They help them more now in my reading program. And I have I think this year I had 38. Last year I had 56. But these kids, they love on them. They help them with it. I got one guy. One of my babies. He's autistic. He just want to watch the girls. He don't want to do no work. He just want to watch the girls. He just want to watch
There's
the girls.
always one.
Always one. He won't watch the girls. I got 3 of them in the class, but he won't watch the girls. He don't want to do no work. I said, "Where's your work, Robert?" I'm doing it, Miss Murphy. I said, well,
You go back to staring.
Right, I do it, Miss Murphy. I do my work. I said, "You ain't doing no work. Ain't none of this paper." But so I had 3 in my bigger class, and I had 2 in my smaller class. And the parents was comfortable with bringing them there because they felt at home, and we treated them like that. And that's what people don't understand. You don't make fun of them. You treat them like that anybody else, and you work with them. And so those are the things that I've worked with my kids. We're teaching them basic reading, math, and cursive writing.
That's amazing.
This is my 2nd year doing it.
Really?
Mhm.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Sticky time. We gotta get all our stuff in. Do I read this, Miss Juby?
You see my face?
Y'all got to get along. Can we all just get along?
Because all these questions I said, send them to me, Larry Jr. Send me the questions, Larry Jr. Send me the questions. And now he comes sneaking in here with
November the
sneaking.
19th.
November 19th.
November 19th, Agri Center. Uncle Larry's coming in. I'm full effect. Y'all gonna see that I still got it. I'm bringing a lot of help. This is the first round of my tour. I'm bringing Brick, the Mary Jane Girls, y'all brought Peoples, Climax, Bunny DeVars, a guest artist that we cannot tell you now. And of course, I'll be there in full effect. November 19th, Agri Center. And for those of you who already have tickets that you bought for the last day, COVID came and got to running bad. So we decided to move away from the COVID. And I think it was a very good idea because now we're getting better about it.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we got to
November
get ready to go.
19th.
We got to get ready to go because
You
I
gotta go?
got to, no, you got to sing. I got to get out of here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put me out.
No,
gotta sing?
you got to sing.
Okay.
You got, See how we-
Okay.
I got to go to commercial break so we can set him up so he can sing
And you can
one
make some
song for
money.
y'all. And I'll make some money anyway because I got you on here. That'll make money. I'll make money. Listen, I got to go to quick commercial break so we can get Mr. Dotson set up for his live song. And I'm so excited about it. Listen, news is news, facts is facts. Miss Ruby sang the blues. Towanna gonna bring you news. I'll be right back with my special guest, Mr. Larry Dotson. And he's going to sing. Which one you singing? Before
Mr. Harmonica Man.
You sing Mr. Harmonica Man?
I'm gonna do that.
All right, well, he's going to come back with Mr. Harmonica Man, and remember to get the CD.
Absolutely.
Mr. Larry
Yours
Dotson,
truly, Larry D.
yours truly. And we'll be right back right after this.
Ladies, do you feel feminine during your feminine flow? You know, your monthly cycle, your period? Are you still suffering in silence? The suffering is over. It's time to choose Rain. Rain is an all-natural, premium sanitary napkin with 8 layers of cotton, high-grade polymers, graphene to help cut bacteria by 99.9%. Ladies, let's protect the most precious jewel in the world, you.
Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins do not make any medically backed claims or personal recommendations of any kind. For more information, contact Marilyn McGee. Can you actually imagine hosting your next event at the all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center? Yes! Spacious, beautiful venue with plenty of parking, located in the heart of East Memphis. Let us host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. The all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center.
Girl, it's the weekend, and I can't wait to get back down to the joint. They got this cute young tender down there that's playing the harmonica, and he is off the chain.
having a ball. I'm gonna take these last $2 and you're going back down to that hole in the wall. See, down at this funky little joint, they got this hell of a band. And the star of the show, you ought to hear him blow. They call him Mr. Harmonica Man. He's Big Booty Judy and Sexy Sue screaming, don't stop, whatever you do. When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. It's an all-night party every night. Plenty of whiskey, chicken wings. He keeps the night on the floor, roly. Mr. Harmonica Man doing his thing. They love to hear him blow all night.
I know that's right.
Till they make the joint turn on the lights. 'Cause ain't nobody going nowhere as long as he's got that funky thing in his mouth. He's Big Booty Judy and Sexy Sue screaming, don't stop, whatever you do. When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. He's Big Booty Judy and Sexy Sue screaming, don't stop, whatever you do.
See, girl, I told you. Home? No, I ain't ready to go home.
When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. When it starts to crack, you got to dance to Mr. Harmonica Man. Mr. Harmonica Man.
Cute young tender.
Mr. Harmonica Man.
I told you.
Mr. Harmonica Man. So
Thanks for watching. You're watching the Towanna Murphy Show with my special guest, Mr. Larry Dotson, and we'll see y'all soon. Remember to go get his CD. It is in all of your
November 19th. I'll see you there.
November 19th. Good night.
We're gonna make you fall in love with SVPTV.